Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiac Bandit, and over the last 2 weeks, the Bells Hells have been interacting with a second adventuring party in Campaign 3. They are going to be the opposition for the Twilight Museum heist, and they have a leader named Hutchin. And this got me thinking, who is the leader of the Bells Hells? And I'm not going to cop out and say Esteros is. I actually came up with a few reasons to who or to why it would be X person, and I came up with reasons to why this person wouldn't be. So let's get into it. So in order for me to figure out who I believed out of the party would be the leader, I had to eliminate some people. And I started with FCG and Laudna. Now these two, they're too much follower archetype of a character. Laudna will default to anything Imogen says and tends to fall back on the party as well. She does go out of her way occasionally, but when it comes down to it, she'll often follow Imogen, and technically Imogen will also follow her, but I've seen it more the other way. And then FCG follows basically everybody, but they specifically follow Ashton. They tend to default towards Ashton, and if Ashton's not around, they'll default toward anybody else, and this is why I had to eliminate them. They are too much of a follower type person for them to be considered a leader. And Fern was the next to be cut from the leader role. I don't believe she has it in her to be a leader. Why? She is far too chaotic and spastic. She will not follow plans, she will say random things, and in a leader position she can't be doing the stuff that she does, like stealing from the party, stealing from random people, randomly dropping bombs that she thinks she should kill everybody, constantly making jokes like that. And her chaotic nature of her just doing whatever she wants doesn't fit well with party leader. She needs to take a back seat and be told not to do something, and because of that, she can't really be the leader of the Bells Hells. And for very similar reasons, I have chosen to cut Chetney from the leader position. He is too much of a lone wolf, if you will. He likes to do things on his own. He likes to chill by himself because he is the alpha. He does not follow anyone else's orders. He does his own thing. He sneaks off by himself. He becomes invisible. He watches by himself and no one else is there to help him if something goes bad, like in episode 19. Granted, nothing bad went down, but he did go off by himself. And those things don't add up to leader. He doesn't lead. He does his own thing. Very much like Fern. But in the difference is he does something to not be chaotic. He does it because he believes he can do it better by himself because he's the alpha. Whereas Fern is much more chaotic in what she does and random. He isn't random. He still does similar things to what the party want to do. He just does it by himself. And we're down to the final three. However, there can only be one left standing at the end, and I have my reasoning for who it is, but I'm going to get rid of the other two first. So unfortunately, the first one of these three that has to go is Imogen. Imogen could be a leader. She is very decisive in certain moments, but that's just it. She's very indecisive during combat, and sometimes she likes to rely on other people's opinions a lot more than her own. And because of that, she does fall to the wayside when it comes to decision making a lot of the time. And she's also not the most confident in her abilities. She tends to, I don't want to say get freaked out by her abilities, but she doesn't seem to understand them well enough to be confident in other areas. And that lack of confidence will translate into her being a leader and making decisions for a team. And I don't think that that's going to be a good mix for her being the leader. And because of that, I don't think she's actually going to be a leader if they choose to have one. So the next potential leader would be Orym. However, I actually have a stronger case to why Ashton would be the leader. But I'll get more to that in a minute. With Orym, he is decisive in combat. He is decisive for the most part when making decisions as a group, but he does tend to fall back and be a yes man on rare occasions where things don't necessarily involve him. However, he has pushed them to do certain things like going to meet Astani to kind of get research. He also pushed them to go to meet Oshad Breshio, and he's been making a lot of decisions inside combat where he is the main reason they were able to escape the Night Mother at all. And because of that, I think he has a very strong potential of being leader, but I think Ashton has a better chance. So, take everything good I said about Orym and put it on Ashton, and then add that he knows the area best over everyone else. He is from there, he has experience in there, he has experience with politics, rich people, people involved in higher places than them all. He is the person who is the most informed about the area. So combine that with everything that Orym has going for him, plus that, I think Ashton is the best leader in Jushar. Once they go out of the Odir and Wildlands, maybe you could branch out to Orym, because now we're in new territory for everybody. But I do think that Ashton, as of right now, in the location they're in, is probably the best suited to be the leader. And there you have it. I think Ashton should be the leader of Bell's Hells, for the reasons I just said. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on Friday when I recap episode 20, the heist in the Twilight Museum. See, I almost made a really good video without fucking up any words. Oh well, peace.